I really did not get coffee for a long time. My first memory of coffee is tasting instant coffee as a child and being so upset that I spat it on the floor. It wasn't until I was 23 or 24 that I actually started to enjoy it. I was a pretty late comer to coffee. I read a book that sort of captured my imagination a little bit because it gave coffee cultural relevance all over the world. I realized that this thing, just its tendrils reaching almost everywhere. In every culture, somehow coffee has influenced it in an interesting way. And I realized that I would never be bored doing coffee. And that's still the case. Like, I'm still fascinated by it. I'm still learning about it every day, and I love that. That's something I'm incredibly grateful for. My name is James Hoffmann. I'm a co-founder and the managing director of Square Mile Coffee Roasters here in East London. There's no requirement of skill or knowledge to open a business, which kind of terrifies me because as we grew, I realized that we were getting to a size where the failure of this business had a huge knock-on effect. The stakeholders within that are numerous, and it's a sort of ripple effect, and it's terrifying. And so for me, there's a sort of moral duty in a funny sort of way to do the best you can, because the number of stakeholders in a business is much, much higher than many people think. The drive to do coffee better comes from a number of different places. It comes from just wanting to make someone's day just a little bit better. I don't believe that coffee has to be something you sit and pay attention to and focus in on. I would just like that cup that you drink in the morning just to be better, enjoyable. You're like, oh, that was nice. I'm glad I drank that. A new customer, if you want them to be there every day, then that's a big ask. You're asking them to change their life, their routine, maybe the way they walk to work, what time they get up in the morning. To convince someone to do it, a great cup of coffee on its own is not enough to have someone change their life. It's harder than ever, in every single way, to open a cafe in London right now. New shops are opening every week, but the rate at which they're opening exceeds the rate at which people are being converted and brought into great coffee. I'm still extremely passionate about product. I'm very driven by it, but I can't deny that I enjoy the business of business a huge amount too. I just love being able to see how the machine is working. That's a hugely important part of things for me, and I figured I had to learn that stuff, and I hated it, and I would put it off as long as I could. And changing to Xero got rid of the pain, and it just let me enjoy that bit, and I love it.